we're going to settle one issue. We have to just come together and decide what that issue is going to be and convert that into a yes or no question. Okay, so I'm going to help you guys with that. In your opinion, what is the issue? I know, so you said, what's your name again? Tasia.
Sure.
Okay. So Tasia, you said that the issue is what now?
Communication.
And you mentioned you guys both cheated, so there's no trust. So when you say communication, what do you really mean? What do you mean?
Communication between us, like he doesn't communicate. We don't communicate to each other. For example, if he goes out somewhere, if I go out somewhere, if he goes out somewhere, he wouldn't communicate nothing. Like some days he'll just walk out the door.
Okay. Are you willing to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to talk about communication. We have to convert that into a yes or no question. What would that yes or no question be? Should we communicate more? Should you tell me where you're going? If you can make a yes or no question out of it, what would it be?
Why don't you communicate? I mean, well, should we communicate more?
Should we communicate more? So you obviously think the answer is yes, and you have to be on the opposing side. So in order for the game to work, you would have to say no, or it could be yes, but there are reasons why you don't. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So on this one issue card, you can write down, should we communicate more?
Both of us or just one?
No, just one. There's one issue we're going to resolve right now. We're going to stay focused, and we're going to talk about things to help us get to resolve this. Okay? So, Tasia, in steps 1, I need you to write down one reason why you should communicate more. Keep it short. In space 1?
Why should I?
No, why you guys should communicate more. Because, wait.
Should it be on the same paper?
No, it is, should we communicate more? You say yes, he's saying no. Mm-hmm. You're going to write down one reason why the answer would be yes, to support your position.
Okay.
Right? But keep it short, okay? Just one detail, one short detail. And Trey, you write down one reason in step 1 why you don't communicate more. You have to keep it short. Just one detail. You done? Can I see it? Is there another reason?
Other than communication?
No.
Okay.
Just so we're clear, the issue is, should we communicate more? You say yes. If you had to convince 1,000 people why you should communicate more, you say this. And then what else would you tell them? Another detail to support your yes position. You write down another detail to support your no position.
Okay.
Well, my position is actually yes too.
It can be yes, but you don't because.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So right now, the should we communicate more issue is made of 8 details. You have 4 and you have 4, right? If you're throwing your 4 at him at the same time he's throwing his at you, it'd still be just a bunch of chaos. So we want to focus on these just one at a time. And we want to start with the most important one. So what I need you to do now is take each card. You see let me back up. Now we have to decide who's going to be player A and who's going to be player B for the entire game. Doesn't matter which one.
I'll be B.
Okay, you're player B. So you're going to write circle B on all of your cards. In step 2, you'll circle A on all of yours. Oh, you have 5. Okay, so it's made of 9 issues instead of 8. In step 3, you need to take each of your issues and say how relevant that issue is to that detail is to this issue on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being most relevant. Now, you can't duplicate your numbers. You can have a 10 and a 9.9, but you can't have 2 10s, okay? So you just look at them all and say, okay, this one is...
Me too?
Yeah, both of you. Maybe none of them are 10. Maybe it's just a 9, is your biggest one. I had said 8 details, but they're actually 9. This one issue is made of 9 details. 5 for you, Tasia, and 4 for you, Trey. So what we need to do now is just focus on one detail at a time. Important, let's put them all together, all 9 of them together in order of importance with the highest number on top. Okay. All right. So let's take the most important detail, which is the one on top. It's a 10. Whose is it?
Mine.
Okay. Let's take all the other details and set them aside. So we're going to take this issue. We're just going to focus on the one detail of the issue. Okay, the most important detail. So Tasia, what you're going to do here is you're going to tell him what you wrote and how relevant it is, the number you gave him. All the details, all the steps on this side of the card, you will handle. Trey, all the steps on the other side of the card, you're going to handle, okay? All right, so tell him what you wrote and how important it is.
I said yes because if you don't, I'm going to think you're cheating, and I put a 10.
Okay, steps. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 through 3, 4, all the way to 14, okay? That was steps 1 through 3. 4 is on the other side, and Trey's going to handle that because it's on the other side, okay? So Trey, right here, steps 4 and 5 are the most important steps in the game. Here you have to repeat back to Tasia what you believe she means in your own words and follow that with, is that right? What this does is it's going to allow her to feel heard, and when you respond, you can respond to what she actually means, not something you thought. You don't have to write in step 4, you just tell her what you think. And start with what you're saying to me is. That's important.
Okay.
What you're saying to me is.
So what you're saying to me is, if you think that I leave, you think that I'm cheating?
No, if you don't communicate.
So just a yes or no.
Oh,
and,
okay.
You're supposed to say, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you told her in step 4. Then step 5, you have to say, is that right?
Okay.
So try it again. And it's important now that he gets it right. It's your job to understand what she's saying. So that way you guys can move on with the understanding.
I got you.
Good communication, right? Okay.
So what you're saying to me is, if you think I don't communicate, you think that I'm cheating. You feel like I'm cheating. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I want to say, what he said might be true, but it needs to be exactly what you meant. Okay? All right. So, and what did you say, Trey?
About what?
Just,
No.
What I asked her?
yeah.
I said, you think me not communicating with you makes you feel like I'm cheating?
Yes.
Okay. So, step 6 is next. This detail is or is not true.
That's for me to answer?
Yes.
No.
So, wait. So, the detail was, if you don't communicate with her, she feels like you're cheating.
Is that true that she feels that way, or is that true what's
that's
really going on?
No, that's what the detail is.
Okay.
We're focused on this detail. She said she feels like you're cheating. Is that true or not?
Yeah, that's how she feels, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So you have to validate how she feels. So this, you see that how it keeps us, and it avoids some of that argument. Like if you don't recognize what she said, then
All right.
okay. Step 7. How relevant is this to you?
What would you mean by relevant?
That she feels like you're cheating if you don't communicate. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 10 to her. What is it to you?
How do I feel about it? That's what you're asking me?
How do you feel about her feeling like if you don't communicate, she feels like you're cheating?
Oh yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is it?
10.
Okay. So what this does, now that you understand her, she probably feels like you value it as much as she do. And it keeps you. This is going to help you guys come together, right?
Right.
All right. Step 8 is on your side also. Here you get to respond to what you understand she means. Just keep it short, because she has to repeat back to you in the next step what you mean. Okay.
Okay, so I'm responding to her about how she feels, or how should I respond to? Explain it to me.
So you're responding to her detail was, if you don't communicate, I feel like you're cheating.
Mm-hmm.
What's your response to that? You got to write first. And you have to keep it short. Because she has to tell you what you wrote, just like you did. You like it? Tell her what you wrote.
I wrote, my response is that it is a big problem that you feel that way.
Okay, that's it? Okay, so steps 9 is next. Step 9 is next. That's on the other side. So that's for her to do. Remember, all the ones on this side she would do.
Gotcha.
So it tells you steps 9 and 10 are just like steps 4 and 5. These are the most important steps in the game. Here you have to repeat back to him what you believe he means in your own words and follow that with, is that right?
Okay. So you're saying that...
So what you're saying to me is...
I'm sorry. What you're saying to me what you're saying to me is that it's a big problem that I feel that way.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So you take, Trey, you have to let her ask you, is that right? And it's important because right now it's her job to understand you. And if you say yes before she might have been about to say something else. And if you say yes, she'll just stop. And what she was about to say might have been wrong. So she'd keep that in her head. Okay? So if it's yes, you checked it. Okay. Now what's next? Step 11?
Mm-hmm.
This is the focus, discussion, debate. Here you guys talk about the detail you wrote, his understanding of it, and what you understand him to mean.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter who go first here.
You can go first, because
You're just talking here.
Okay.
Number 12?
No, number 11.
No,
You're just talking
about what, basically, because like I said, if you don't communicate, I'm gonna think you're cheating. So I really didn't understand when you say my response is a big problem that you feel that way. That's not really a answer to me.
How?
Because it's like it's getting thrown off like, oh, it's a problem that you feel that way. Like, it wasn't like, okay, well, I apologize that you feel that way. And why do you feel like, it just wasn't in depth. It's just like, it's a problem that you feel that way. It just
Yeah, I
feel
was
like,
trying to keep it short.
but even you act like that without paper too. If this wasn't right here, that would have been your real response. It's just always short and it's not meaning behind it to me. I don't know.
Okay, so here you continue, you talk about her feeling like if you don't communicate, she's going to think you're cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys need to talk about that right now.
When have I not communicated with you for you to feel like I'm cheating? That's what I want to know.
We've been in situations where you don't communicate.
When?
All the time. When you just went to the chef's, when you went to the grill, you didn't say nothing. You came in the room at 9 o'clock in the morning. You knew that you were going to leave before 9 o'clock in the morning. You didn't wake up and text this person.
It wasn't at 9, it was at 10, and I didn't know I was leaving. If I would have known earlier, I would have told you. I just knew at that time.
You told me, I said, why are you just not telling me that you're leaving at 9 o'clock in the morning? You said, because I didn't know if I was going. So you knew the night before you were probably going to go somewhere to make some money. That's fine. But you still didn't say anything. You waited till 9 o'clock in the morning. But you knew the night before you were probably going to go.
Yeah. And also the night before we wasn't talking either. So that argument stems from the last argument going on.
Yeah, okay.
Which you don't understand.
Because how do you bring something into the next? That don't have anything to do with...
It has a lot to do with that. What do you mean that has nothing to do with that? If we're not speaking or not talking, then why would I tell you about something else that has something to do with the next day if we're going to continue not to talk?
Okay, so if I was to leave at 9 o'clock in the morning and not say any words, that would be a problem.
Yeah, but I said words to you, and you knew where I was going. You could have came there. I texted you while I was there. You got the due information. You could have called him.
Okay. I still, and it's more situations. You still don't, that's just still, you're still not communicating. It's still not real life communication. And then even when you were there for hours, you didn't text me. Then that's when I ran on my rant and started texting you stuff.
I did text you. You didn't text back.
You didn't text me.
I did text you back.
You didn't text me first and said, hey, I made it. I'm okay. I made it. I'm here. I'll probably be making it home around this time. You didn't say nothing.
Right. Like I said, we was having an argument before that, so I wasn't speaking with you, so I didn't want to tell you a lot of information. I just told you I was going to leave and come back. That doesn't mean that I'm cheating or I'm doing something if I'm out trying to make some money.
It's still, that's where the communication comes in to me. I don't know if I'm like tripping or, I don't know. But it's like no matter if you get into an argument with me or not, or you feel like it's a problem. And I never know when it's a problem. But again, communication.
I don't see how you never know when it's a problem. Yeah, because I don't speak up and I don't say nothing. That's probably why. I just let you rant and get loud, and while I be quiet and just I don't feed into stuff like that.
Communication.
So I just want to make sure we stay focused on if you don't communicate, she thinks you're cheating. So let's try to make sure we're talking about you feeling like he's cheating when you don't communicate.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So we want to handle that part, for sure.
Okay. I feel like you're cheating because you cheated in the past. We both cheated in the past. Let me clear that up. I feel like the trust issues is not there. If I feel like you're cheating because we both didn't mend that in the past. So every little thing you cheated. I feel like we cheated under each other's noses. So it feels like any little thing you could be just going to the store, but in the back of my head sometimes too, I'm like, okay, well he could have said he went to the store when he cheated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like any little thing will trigger me in thinking that you're doing something, and then you're sneaky. So that's why I feel like you're cheating. I feel like you have a lot of leeway. You know, I work from home and you go out and you do your pulls. So I feel like when you do your pulls, it could be I'm in more in the house than you. So I feel like you should kind of see where I'm coming from, where it's like,
yeah, as of now, it wasn't always like this. Yeah, now you're in the house.
Yeah, but I've been in the house for years. A few years.
You had the same ability to jump up and hop in your car and leave, and I couldn't do nothing about it.
Okay, well, that's why I feel like you're cheating, because yeah. How do you feel? Where we go?
I don't feel like you can base an argument based of us not talking and just flip that and say that I'm cheating just because I wanted to be or not communicate with you. Which I know not communicating with you was wrong, but that don't mean that I'm cheating. Just because I see if we didn't have no argument before that, and I just upped and left and didn't say nothing. Yeah, that's wrong. But if we was already arguing, I didn't want to stir nothing else up. That's why I didn't really say nothing like that. Even if
it's not an argument, you're still it's how you move. It's like you still get up and go. You keep trying to make it seem like it's based off of an argument. It's don't have, even if we're having a good day, even when you're just going to the store, you up and leave out the house. I don't know where you go. God forbid if something happens. Okay, boom. Something happened. I didn't even know you was going. I'm upstairs. I'm in a closet at work. You still have to communicate in a relationship.
Yeah. And like I said, it's been more times where I communicated with you rather than me not communicating with you. The only time I don't communicate with you is when we have an argument.
That's not true.
How is that not true?
That's just not true.
Yeah. So remember, the second thing is we have to be honest about what we're talking about.
Right.
So if you could think of an issue or a time when
please let me know.
Did up and go.
And we didn't have an argument. I just upped and left and didn't say nothing.
He always up and leave.
When?
It's been like real life common. Like he always up and leave. He just leave. It's
You.
Oh,
You always up.
oh yeah. I'm sorry. You always up and leave. You just go to the store. It's just
When?
anything.
Give me 3 scenarios when I've done it without an argument.
I don't know.
Right, it's only one.
But it's
argument.
not. It's not that I don't know that I don't know that it's not true. I don't know that I'm not. I can't think that fast off the top of my head. But it's been time, and we have to be truthful.
We are being truthful. You say it's been a lot of time. You should be able to knock 2, 3 off your head instantly. Times that we was not in an argument, we was living happy for a week, and I just up and left and ain't say nothing.
Multiple times.
Name one.
You up and leave. It's not like, oh, he just up and like you go out the door, you leave. You went to car washes before, you just up and leave. You go to the gas station, you just up and leave.
When have I went to car washes before?
When
And
you
if I
had
went
the-
to a car wash, you told me to go to the car wash.
No,
So I don't see how
I'm
I'm
talking
up
about
and
when you
leave.
had the Maserati and the Tesla. You were just up and leaving when you have, you were up and leaving.
I had the Maserati and Tesla.
Yep.
We had an argument when I had the Maserati Tesla. You up and left and went to your people stuff.
Okay.
Like I said, it's always based off of argument.
I still feel like it's cheating. You're still cheating. I feel like it's still. This is what I wrote. If you don't communicate, I think you're cheating, and I'm not feeling that way for no reason. So, I don't know.
Let me ask Tasia, and I'm just merely asking, is it possible that, just asking yourself, is it possible that he haven't really just up and left when things were good? You just feel so bad about the times he has up and left. It just seems like all the time.
I wouldn't say no. I don't. It's never a good time. So maybe, probably, maybe.
Okay. So you guys argue a lot then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about small stuff
Yeah,
that
but it
should
could be.
never be
It's
argued.
small though. It's like
Yeah.
petty all the time.
Okay. So if you're arguing all the time, then it's possible that he does only do it when you guys are arguing, but if you're arguing all the time. So it may feel like all the time to you.
Right.
But I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying just think about it and you decide in your own head. I don't know, it doesn't, I'm on the outside. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Anything else you guys want to say about this?
Anything else you want to say? This is your number 10.
Exactly. That was real smart of you. Because a lot of times I have to tell people, this is your big deal right here. This is your big one.
I feel like even when I'm trying to explain it, he always has a comeback for everything. Like, he
Okay.
makes this stuff up in you make this stuff up in your head
You're
and be
not
like, oh,
you're-
you're talking over me.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like you come up with stuff already to know what to say. Like, you don't even think about it. It's just like, oh, well, I ain't, it's just, no, I don't know. It throws me off. This was my number 10 though.
Is that the stuff you just said? Is that making you feel like he's cheating? Is that the same thing? Are we on the same? Because right now we're talking about if he don't communicate with you.
I do
I'm
still
assuming-
feel like that.
I'm assuming you're talking about when he leaves, you think he's cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even when he's on his phone in here sometimes. Like, he stays up to 5 o'clock in the morning.
I got sleeping problems, but keep in mind though, she had my password to my phone, she had my location,
No.
she had all of that stuff, and she chose.
You gotta stay on topic.
Yeah, you got
No,
it.
it's on cut.
Okay, but I'm saying you talk to her. Though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you chose to not have none of those stuff.
What man stays up at 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning without going to look or fish for something? That's anybody. If I'm bored up at night, people mind wonders, and you don't have a strong mind, especially if we both cheated on each other. Both of us don't have a strong foundation in our relationship to be comfortable to be up at that time of night. It's nothing up at that time of night. If you can't sleep, well, maybe if you really feel like you have a sleeping problem, that's something you need to take serious. If
I
you
take
really
it
feel
serious
like that,
every day.
how do you take it? You don't. You don't, because you would have got the help you needed. So I feel like that's an excuse.
The help I needed from who? From where?
They prescribe medicine.
All that stuff costs money. I'm up in like this because I don't have no money. I don't have money in my pocket. That's why I don't sleep like that. I'm not comfortable enough to sleep at night. That's why. You tell me I go get help. I don't have money to go get help that I want to get help for.
If you were really going through something, it's remedies. You can
It's
take
been like this
sleeping
for
medicine.
a couple of years though.
Yeah.
So it's not that just take a pill and it just goes away like that. If that was what you was thinking.
Anything.
I don't see how you're trying to base me being up in my sleep problems of me cheating or trying to find something to do. I barely can find food to put in the fridge. You think I'm worried about somebody else?
It's a possibility.
And right now we're talking about him not communicating makes you think he's cheating. So at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, what does communicating got to do with that? He should be telling you what he's doing?
Yes.
Or-
If I ask him, what are you doing around this time of night? That's communicating, right?
Yeah.
That's communicating.
When have you ever asked me if you're not even up at 5 or 6?
I'm asking you when I wake up. I know that you're still up, but that's what I asked you. I asked you today. That's the funny part. I said, what do you be doing at 5, 6? I ask you this all the time.
And what I say every single time? Do I say,
Say, I
I
can't
went to the
sleep.
gas station, I went right? I can't. So I'm up downstairs on the computer, probably smoking my vape or go upstairs and watch a video until I get tired or until the sun come out. When the sun come out, I can go to sleep.
Okay. I'm good on my number 10.
You sure you good on your number 10?
No, it's not getting nowhere for me.
So why you just say you was good when you wasn't good?
I feel like you don't understand. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to. I understand that you saying that you're not doing nothing when you go out. What can I say about that? All I can say is okay. I accept. Okay. That's all I can say. So it's not gonna change,
But why did you think I was doing something when I was not?
Because we don't communicate.
And like I said, we don't communicate because we have arguments that stem into the next day.
A real relationship, you communicate. It don't matter what's going on. This could be, you don't know what could happen. So much stuff going on in the world. Something bad could happen, and that will be our last conversation. And you're gonna say, "Oh, I didn't want to communicate because we got into an argument the previous night before." That sounds
Right. So those arguments, you're right. Those arguments shouldn't get so bad and stuff. It sounds so, but those arguments be that so. Whatever you're trying to shake your head, it's not. It do. The stuff you say, it stays with me to the next day. So it's like, how can I turn around and talk to somebody that just said this to me? That's how I be feeling.
Yeah, it's holding a grudge. But I got mine now. I got my point across.
Okay. So that was step 11. If you guys have finished, check step 11. Step 12 is next. It's on the other side. Ideally you start with I feel better because.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to say what you learned from this little interaction or what you figured out or...
I feel better because...
No, actually you're right first.
Okay, I said I feel better because I was told I don't communicate as good or better, so I will communicate everything in the future so there will be no miscommunication. I don't care if I got a doodle downstairs, there's a fly, I'm going to tell you everything since it's so much of a problem you think that I'm cheating so bad.
Okay. Step 13 is next. You do the same thing. Here, you're going to say I feel better because... and you'll write down whatever you feel better about or what you learned. Tell them what you wrote.
I said I feel better because you hear me out.
All right. That's good. So step 14, this is a 2 parts. It's on your side, but it's in 2 parts. Here, you guys have to decide if was there any progress on this one detail?
Figure it out together?
No, yes, you have to agree. You both have to say yes for it to be yes. Did you make any progress on this one card?
Yeah. You smiling and say no if you know, yes if you yes, babe. You can't.
Okay.
Is it yes or no?
Okay.
Is it yeah or yes? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Most people do settle. That's why it don't take long. They settle on the first card because we handle the biggest issue first. And you notice when you didn't, I'm not saying they settled, but if you hadn't dug more and put that card in there, remember that card, that was the last one you did, or next to the last one you did.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, now, or was it the last one? So I said, now you really wrote the one, remember?
Yeah.
I said that. Anyway, the big one. The second part is, was there enough progress on this card to settle the game? If not, we do the same process with the next most relevant card.
Oh, so did we win the game?
Yeah, you have to decide if you win the game and you just tell each other what you wrote, or you work through the next card.
How much time you got, Mr. Rob?
I only had 30% battery, but I don't know.
I want to go to the next card.
You want to go to the next card?
Yeah, I don't think we won the game.
So why you don't think? So I'm just asking just for myself here. First, I want to say why do you want to go to the next card?
No, I feel like we settled on this card. I just want to go to. I want to do all the cards.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
So I'm saying you can win the game and still talk about the other cards, but you don't have to go through all these steps.
Mm-hmm. So when you say you win the game, what does that mean?
It's the issue is resolved.
Yeah.
But this is just one of the issues. There's like
No, there's only one issue.
mm-hmm. For this card. Right?
The issue is, should you guys communicate more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
You disagreed. I'm going to tell you everything. I don't care if it's whatever. So to me, the issue is this to me, but I'm not in it.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is resolved.
Yeah, for that issue, right? Correct.
You got more smaller, less important things to say. You can still say that.
I think he's trying to say this. This is not his. This was mine.
Yeah, the game is only one issue at a time.
Mm-hmm.
If you got another problem, that's a different.
Oh, okay. So yeah. We did. I got you now.
Now, okay. So I'm gonna ask again: was there enough progress on this one detail to settle the issue to you?
I feel like it.
And to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you circle yes then.
Oh.
Because you can't get more than him saying, I'm going to tell you everything, blah, 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 right? Okay. Let's take the other cards. Let's split them up. Give each other whoever cards they are.
Each other's other card?
No, you get your own cards.
Okay.
Okay. So now just tell each other what you wrote in step 1 and how important it is in step 3. If the other person has something to say about it, you guys can talk about it. But you don't have to go through all those steps. What this does allows you to get it all out. Okay? So
Okay, I put one of my details is that you get loud and obnoxious, and when you don't like the outcome or if it's not going your way.
and that's
3.
what number is that?
8.
That's the 8. Okay? And so did you have anything to say about that? Tasia, did you have anything to say about it?
That's no.
Okay. She don't want to communicate. I'm just
No.
kidding.
All right.
Okay, well, loud and obnoxious. That's What do you mean?
You don't know how to turn it down. If he wasn't standing right here, you probably would be mad, trying to flip a desk over, mess up the camera, just.
That's exaggerated.
No, it's not.
You over exaggerate. That's literally over exaggerated. You're scared of communication, so however I make you feel,
I'm not scared of communication. You're scared of not hearing what you don't want to go your way, or if it's not going your way, you don't want to hear it. Point blank, period.
No.
You don't never have a reasoning thought. Just like what he was saying earlier, you don't never put in your head, oh, maybe he's thinking this way. You're just stuck in your ways. Oh, he's doing this. Yes, it's this and this and this and that. And then you can call your friend and she can back up. Oh, yes, this. It's just always one way.
So then you guys might want to play another game, and that game would be, does Tasia
Know how to take a chill pill.
get out of whack
Character.
when we talk, something like that. And then you guys break it down. You put all you make cards for saying yes, and you have cards saying no.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, when you finish, you guys would be better at it. Okay, so
You laughing and stuff. This is a main part. Like I feel like this is a real main part.
Okay. So the question, what was it again?
That you get loud and obnoxious when stuff is not going your way.
Okay.
and you disagree with that.
Yes.
Okay, so she adamantly disagrees with it. I don't have time, and I'm just giving you guys some, right? So you guys would just cut cards out and say, does she get loud and obnoxious when things ain't going her way?
Okay.
And you guys just do what we just did, okay? But go ahead and finish telling her, to finish this game, finish telling the other things you wrote.
Okay. 7. Another reason why I don't communicate to you because I feel like my dreams and goals are overlooked, so I keep them to myself.
And that's a number,
7.
okay.
Let me see. Number 5, I feel like that's based off the first one. I feel like I do communicate pretty well and I'm not doing a bad job of it. And then my other number 5 was the reason why I don't communicate is because it carry on from an argument that was already stamped before.
Okay. So your most important one was that she get outraged, and the second one after that was your dreams get overlooked. Okay. Did you want to say anything or?
How do your dreams get overlooked and your goals when I'm nothing but supportive for you? I feel like you want me to like hold your hand through a lot of stuff. Like, like even with your business, I offered to make you a business page. I offered to do your cards, and you're like, oh, you don't support me, but I really do support you through a lot of stuff. And for you to always like say I don't support you, like that take a toll on me too. That make me feel some type of way. And I honestly feel like you don't. Well, it's not about me right now, so I'm gonna just hold that part back. But I don't like how you say I don't support your dreams and goals. That's why would you want to be with me if I don't support your dreams or goals?
Because I want to try to change you and try to show you that my goals and dreams is really important to me.
So what's an example when I didn't support you?
There's been plenty of times you used to say, oh, you just a pool boy. You say I do this. You say I just cut grass. It's just been a lot of little stuff that you like to downplay me with. I'll go fix the car. You say, oh, I could have paid a mechanic to do it. When seemingly we don't have money for a mechanic to fix and pay that. It's a good thing that I know how to do stuff like that.